Hey Martha! Heyo! So, how's it going? Did you find anything? Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, this all looks familiar to me. Like, ridiculously familiar. So, there's an option that what we thought was a curse is not a curse after all. Listen, I know I'm not like the most proficient magic user in this room, but if I brought you, say, a block, would you be able to track down every single place this type of block is placed around our town? Brilliant. Okay, I'll get you this block after the episode, okay? I have some reactors to build and, you know, some heating engines to run.
Back from the dead.
Hello pretty people, welcome back to FulLStack. My name is ZloYxp and today I'm much excited. Why, you might ask? Well, mostly because today, if everything is fine, if everything works according to the plan, today we're gonna be ending this little magical winter of ours around the place. That's right, today we're gonna launch our precious nether reactor, which will transfer heat energy from the depths of hell back to my base. And guess what? I already have everything prepared. Well, not really, because I didn't build the reactor entirely, but I have all the stuff necessary to do so. So let's take a look-see at what's going on around here. Now, this here is the main reactor chamber, the more or less decorative part of it. And as you can clearly see, hello witch, why are you here? There, that's better. As you can clearly see, this I removed all the indicators from our indicators of the reactor, because we will be launching them tiny bit later. Right now I need to finish up this. This right here is the main frame of the nether reactor. Every single rib of this obsidian will be turned into a nether portal, and every nether portal of this place will later be enchanted. So I'm sorry, I have poisonous hiccups, give me a moment. And every single portal of those will be enchanted by water enchanter into transferring heat energy from the depths of hell into the realm of mine. So this way we're gonna fight the magical winter that was brought upon us by some skeletons or something like that. And yeah, Varta is still trying to figure out how to fight the curse, trying to scout down the curse, the guy who cursed us. But in the meantime, I have to work with this. This will be our tiny bit of a mechanical workaround for the time being. So, what do I want to do now? Right now, I want to get finished with the mind frame of the reactor. We already have those obsidian ribs around here, and we already have some obsidian waiting to happen around in this chest. That's right, I robbed some obsidian pillars from the end. Don't judge me. It's okay, and they restore anyway whenever you respawn the dragon. So if you ever wanted to have some kind of obsidian farm, well, now you know how to do it. Well, the main frame of the reactor seems to be done, and I couldn't be happier. You can already see some mobs spawning around, you can already see some pigmen spawning around, and now that we're talking about the pigmen, I'm guessing that you already figured what this nether reactor is actually all about. Now, in story, in roleplay, it is of course needed for me to get my town taught from the winter, from the curse. But once we are done with the curse, main main thing that this reactor will be working on will of course be gold. That's right, this entire thing is actually also a gold farm. And if you don't know how it works, then there's a very simple explanation for that. Now, there is an Easter egg in the game that near every single nether portal in the overworld there is a chance of a zombie pigman spawning. There's a little neat Easter egg that Mojang added into the game, but when you get a lot of those portal blocks, the purplish ones, which is why the giant-sized portals are very efficient in this way. When you get a lot of them, this little Easter egg becomes a very important mechanic, because it allows you to have a gold farm. It allows you to force zombie pigmen into spawning, like this little fella right here. So, in a way, we will be harvesting not only heat, but also the treasures of the nether. This could possibly backfire, but it probably won't. So, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Now, before we proceed with this reactor, before we can do more, we need to do something else. Something very particular. We need to get some coolant going, because every reactor runs the risk of overheating itself. So, I have some buckets around on me, and we have some water around here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna boop, and then we're gonna boop it right next to it, and I'm gonna do this all the way around, making sure that all the pigments that spawn up there in the main frame will fall into the water and will get carried away by the water streams. And at the very end of the water stream, we'll make some kind of killing chamber, even though, you know, I really wanted to have my killing chamber up there in the visible part of the reactor, in the butt of the reactor where the pigment probably will die. So yeah, that's the plan for today's episode, and I really hope that we will get a properly working reactor by the end of it. So yeah, give me a couple minutes. I will quickly distribute the coolant evenly, and after we're done, we'll begin to distribute all the heated water from the coolant all around the town, making sure that the winter will go away. And you can already see some mobs going in, going up, and resurfacing somewhere around here. See? See that zombie? Yeah, he's so dead. At some point I will add a minecart, a hopper minecart going around underneath this thing. But not right now. Right now I need to figure out if the pigment will even, you know, get hurt on top of the magma blocks. So that's one thing to look forward to if you are me. But right now we need to actually light up the portals. So get set, get ready, and pull the lever, Kronk! Ain't gonna need this hole anymore, and if I did everything correctly, then in a couple of minutes we'll have some pigment up there. Come on, do it. I know you want to. I know you have some pigment for me. Come on, do it. So yeah, if you're wondering how I'm gonna be killing those pigmen, yeah, it turned out that they don't take any damage from the magma blocks. Which, oh hey, look, there's a pigment, and he falls into that hole. Now, that hole is a very important part of the contraption, of course, because we will be killing the pigment using the gravity. Of course, the gravity of the situation. And another one. It's so funny. I like looking at them fall. But anyway, yeah, we will be killing them with fall damage, and the fall damage will be striking them way down there. Way down there. Now, it is very peculiar, very interesting, where exactly the fall damage pit ends. And I'm pretty sure that you can already guess. Now, right now I have several storage areas at my base. One of them is around here. One of them is around the base not base, but the farms, the farm area. But the one place where the drops from the pigmen will be going is, of course, my spawner area. That's right, that exact place where I have all of my spawner drops. So basically the zombie flesh, the skeleton bones, and all the other stuff that gets dropped from my double spawners, all of it, and something else lies somewhere around down here. Here's the output chest. But now I also have this output chest, and this output chest is actually where all the drops from the gold farm go. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the winter has passed, which is quite pleasant and nice. Hooray! You can see this zombie is hurraying for me. Yeah, he's like throwing his hands in the air like he just doesn't care. And he should be. Yeah, he should be. All those zombies around here actually have a good reason for doing so, mostly because I decided that I don't want them to be zombies anymore. That's right. As you can clearly see, those zombies used to be my collection, and right now you can see they have like swords and armor and all that kind of crap, and I don't want them to have it, okay? I'd rather have them as villagers, especially since now that I have a more infinite amount of rotten flesh from the pigment farm and gold from the pigment farm, I will every now and again come down here and exchange some gold and rotten flesh for emeralds from Mr. Klaus, or somebody else, I guess. Some other villager who I will turn into a proper villager and not a zombie. So that's the plan for the next couple of episodes. And one thing I'm very concerned right now with is the fact that my ghast is still frozen. Now, don't get me wrong, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how I need it to be. I need my marshmallow to keep staying frozen, to keep staying nice and, I don't know, cold. Just so he's in that hibernated, half-dead kind of state. Just so he doesn't freak out on me and doesn't blow up my base. So once we're done with the curse, once we defeated the curse of the area, we will need some kind of another way of cooling down Mr. Marshmallow up there. But even then, right now I feel like he doesn't really need additional coolant, simply because he's already frozen in ice and he's on top of the mountain, where it's also always cool and yeah, cool and wet. So I don't think we're gonna need any additional contraptions for him. Yeah, might want to look into that sometimes later. But for today, for today, I think that's gonna be enough. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. This episode took absolutely forever to record, by the way, simply because of all the obsidian that I stole from the end. So yeah, please do leave a comment and leave a like if you want to show your appreciation. If you want to show me that none of this was for nothing. And none of it was for nothing, actually, because I got infinite amounts of gold off of it. So, yay, I guess. But that's gonna be it for today. My name has been ZloYxp. This has been FulLStack. Subscribe to not miss next episodes, and to be continued.